Hi friends, welcome to Harmony Hills Home and Garden. I'm Jenny, we're gardening here in Baltimore, Maryland, Zone 7. Today is the day I am going to call the front foundation refresh project done. Now, is it really done? No. Is any garden ever done? No. But I am going to call it done today because I am getting ready to plant the last of the shrubs into these front foundations that I have on my plan. So come with me and let's see what's happening today. No garden is ever done, and I know that this front foundation is going to be undergoing changes forever, as long as I live here. But the foundation refresh project that I started earlier this summer, it was intended to kind of give kind of an upgrade to the shrub plantings that are here, give some more interest during the winter, and basically do a better job of creating what my vision is for this area, which is a mixed perennial border. So mixed with shrubs, perennials, annuals, and bulbs. I want it all in here. This is the only full sun spot we have in our property, and it's not even full sun. It's only afternoon sun. And so if I really want to have a mixed perennial border, this is the place it has to be. So that's why I'm going with that style instead of a more traditional, all the same plant across the foundation of the house. To finish out this renovation project, I want to bring in some more goldish yellowish chartreuse color, and so I'm putting in some Sunshine Ligustrum shrubs, and then I want to put in a little bit more red foliage, and so I'm going to put in a Winecraft Black Smokebush. I've chosen this location for the Winecraft Black Smokebush. Now this is a proven winner's plant, so you know that it's been through rigorous testing in multiple different kinds of environments, and so it should be a really good shrub. These Winecraft Black smoke bushes are hardy, I think, in zones 4 through 8, and they grow to be 4 to 6 feet tall and wide, which will fill up the space here. I'll probably keep it at the 4-foot level. Just because I don't think we need something 6 feet tall here or 6 feet wide. But it'll put on these beautiful dark burgundy leaves. In fact, in the heat of the summer, these turn very, very dark, almost black, which is why it's called Winecraft Black. And then in the fall, it turns beautiful russet burgundy colors, and it loses its leaves in the winter, but then in the spring it'll push out new beautiful burgundy red wine colored leaves, which then again sprout beautiful smoky clouds worth of teeny tiny flowers, and then it starts its cycle over again. So I'm excited to have that dark red foliage right here. It'll play off of the double red rose that's here, and there's another of the double red knockout roses over there. It'll play off of all the different colors that we have going on in this area. So this is going to go in right in this big open space. And this is where I'm planning to put in one of my Sunshine Ligustrum shrubs. Sunshine Ligustrums is a Southern Living Plant Collection plant, and it is really, really hot on the market right now. A lot of people in the South are planting this shrub. It has beautiful bright gold foliage in the full sun location, and if it's in a little bit of part sun or part shade, it'll be a little bit more chartreuse and less bright yellow. It'll grow to be 4 to 6 feet tall and 3 to 4 feet wide. So I do plan to let it get pretty tall, probably 5 feet. You can prune it if you want. You can shape it like a privet. It is in the privet family. Or you can leave it with its natural billowing shape. Either one is beautiful. I'm not sure what I'll do. I'll probably try to keep it in a cone shape, but let it billow a little bit in that cone shape. This is hardy in zones 6 through 10, so not for our northern gardeners, I'm sorry. And I believe it's evergreen, although this particular plant and the mirror one for the north side has lost a few of its leaves here in the fall. But so this is going to be short to start, but then it'll grow pretty quickly. It should fill in a nice round goldish yellowish foliage right here. And that'll, we're going to do another one on the other side in a similar location, and that will then have this balance of these cone-shaped yellowish colored things with the Sunshine Ligustrum, the 2 threadleaf cypresses, and then the other sunshine over there. And this also happens to pick up on the goldish yellow tones of the Gerard's Rainbow Leucothoi, which are right over there. So again, we're spreading this beautiful color out. We've got lots of red going on now. We've got lots of gold chartreuse going on now. The only thing left that I really want to keep putting in here is a little bit more blue. But blue spruces in the Mid-Atlantic area are not a really good choice because they don't last very long for the investment that you pay. So I'm thinking about other ways to bring in that blue, icy blue color, or maybe blue-green foliage, things like that. So, you know, we have irises here. Even this rose is a little bit more bluish green than some other foliage. So that is the Sunshine location and the smokebush location, and let's go see about the other sunshine. So there's my other Sunshine Ligustrum plant in its pot. It's not going to go there though. I want it to go right where this beautyberry shrub is. But this beautyberry shrub is in the middle of its gorgeous fall display, and I don't have the heart to dig this beautyberry out while it's currently in gorgeous color. It's got its beautiful purple berries on it. It's starting to change color for the fall leaf display, and I think in another 2 weeks or so this one will be ready. It'll have dropped its leaves and it'll be ready to move, but I'm not going to do it right now. I'm just going to temporarily put this into the ground right here. I could choose to just keep this in its pot until I'm ready to plant it, but the nights are getting cooler. I think it'll be more well protected if it's in the ground, because the ground will be warmer than the air temperature at night for at least the next couple of weeks. So that's what I'm planning to do today. I'll just temporarily put it in the ground right here, but then when this shrub is ready to dig up and move, I'll be moving this one over to there. And so that's why I'm considering this project done today. Once I get this put in its temporary location, I will say this front foundation refresh, as far as all the shrubs are concerned, is done, and we can wrap up this video series. I may or may not make a separate video about moving that beautyberry, but that's off in the future right now, and so we're just gonna wrap this up with a bow and get it done. There's absolutely nothing special about the planting aspect of this project. I'm going to do my exact same method that I do for nearly every single thing I plant in this ground, and that is I'm going to dig my hole the same depth as the pot, twice as wide as the pot. I'm going to put biotone starter fertilizer in the hole. This has mycorrhizal and bacterial benefits to it that will help the soil health and help with the root development of the plant. I'm going to backfill and cover it with as much mulch as I can find right now, although I am a little low on mulch in this area right now. I may leave this about 1 inch or 2 higher than the current soil level, and that is because this soil in this area is very hard clay, and in order to provide enough drainage for the plant so that it doesn't rot at its crown, I'm going to probably lift it about 1 inch or 2 above the surrounding soil level. Other than that, there is nothing special here, so I'm just going to go for it. I've mentioned before on this channel, I like to create kind of a moat around any new shrub, especially if it's on a hill. And that way when I water it, the water won't all just run downhill. It'll stay up near the plant. But I don't make the moat right around the trunk, kind of out on the outside of the root ball, kind of like that. And this will hold some of the water in as I water this in its first season. Let's take a minute here and show some footage of what this foundation looked like when I started this refresh project. Okay, let's take a look at how things are looking right now here in the middle of October. Annuals will be flowering throughout the course of the winter. The liriope that I rearranged recently is kind of spotted all around in there. This hole here will be filled up with this smokebush next season, and in seasons to follow as it continues to grow larger. Also, I still, by the way, have spring bulbs to be planted, and of course next year we'll be having annuals, we'll have dahlias in here, we'll have new perennials that I don't have yet. So things aren't full by any means, but as far as shrubs are concerned, we've got the soft touch, lemon thread, the rose, the spirea. Around this corner there's that dwarf Alberta spruce, and this rose, azalea, the fairy rose. This is the Miss Kim lilac, the barberry, the Taylor juniper, the holly that's back there that is going to resprout. I just know it. And this holly, we also have, I'm not sure if these black and blue salvia will return. Maybe they're perennial in my area, maybe they're not. Over here we have another barberry, and then the Sunshine Ligustrums right there behind those Mexican petunias, which again, I'm not sure if they're going to return. If they do, it'll be beautiful color against that Sunshine Ligustrum, and if they don't, we'll put something else there next year. And then another azalea, another of the soft touch hollies, double knockout rose. This is the Passionate Kisses rose. And then these are the Leucothoe, the Gerard's Rainbow Leucothoe, the two of them here, one there and one there. This is a azalea and more hollies back there. So pretty pleased with the shrub layout. We have evergreen shrubs from end to end, which will provide winter interest, and then the perennials will come back. Also, these liriope will continue to be here during the winter, so that will be interesting to look at as well. I'm not 100% sold on the placement of the liriope, but they're easy enough to move around. So, the perennials, like I've said in other videos, I move perennials around like the drop of a hat, and so nothing in this garden is permanent, in my opinion. Even the shrubs, I'm going to be moving that one Sunshine Ligustrum shrub. I'm going to be moving that beautyberry. So even shrubs can move if I don't end up liking their placement in the long term. I don't think I'm going to know about that until things die back and this is more cleared out for the winter, and I'll see what's here during the winter, and maybe I'll decide to rearrange some things next spring, but maybe not. We'll see. Anyway, let's go take a look at the other side. This side is more mature because I've been gardening on this side for 6 years. I really only started gardening over there this year. That's why everything over there is so new. So as far as stuff to see in the winter, we'll have the holly, the lemon thread cypress, the dwarf Alberta spruce, the azalea. We'll have the Sunshine Ligustrum. We have the barberry here. This is a fairy rose. It'll lose its leaves, but it'll still be structure there. And then over here, these lilies will be died back, but this lilac will be here. The azalea behind it will be here. These irises will be here. The monkshood will die back. Everything over here will die back, but we'll still have some large shrubs here in the winter to look at as well. So it's coming along. Now I just need those rejuvenation pruned hollies to actually rejuvenate. I don't know if that's going to happen this fall or if we have to wait till the spring. I hope I didn't kill them. I've done this before to hollies and boxwoods and azaleas and roses. What else? That might be all. And I've always had 100% of my plants come back from this. Not every plant can take this kind of pruning, but the ones that do should be fine. These hollies should be fine. I just think I might have done them at the wrong time of the year, so it's a bit of a risk. Anyway, we'll hope they come back. And when they do, they'll be gorgeous. And if they don't, we'll deal with it then. So it isn't quite yet the gorgeous mixed border that I'm hoping that it will be. But nearly everything in this garden was planted this year. And so it's all new, it's all babies. Some of it's annuals and won't be here next year. There's still too much mulch showing for my taste. There's still too many small baby plants here. I can't quite see it in my head, except a general idea of what I want it to look like. I use a lot of online YouTubers for inspiration. Guiding Green Thumbs, especially her sun border, that is gardening goals for me. So I'm really hoping that next year and in the future beyond that, this garden will turn into a gorgeous mixed border. So that's my goal. And with that, I think I'm going to call this front foundation refresh project done for this season. I will end up moving that Sunshine Ligustrum from its temporary location into its final location once I move that beautyberry, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. So I'm just going to call this done, and I'm pretty excited. Now, I do have to use my imagination, and you do too, to be able to envision it next year once these hollies come back from their rejuvenation prune, and once you know, all the shrubs are a little bit bigger, a little bit fresher, things are cleaned up, etc. So but I will be bringing you back in the winter to show you how it looks for the purposes of winter interest. And of course, all next season we'll be gardening out here and doing different things. So you'll have plenty of opportunity to see how this front foundation evolves from here into the future. If you've been watching this whole foundation series, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, especially all of you who gave so many kind comments and suggestions for what to do out here. I'm still eager to hear your suggestions. If I don't use them here, I might use them somewhere else in the garden, and you've all been opening my eyes to new plants that I didn't know existed, and so it's all wonderful. So please keep sharing. I'd love to hear from you. If you didn't see the beginning of the foundation refresh project, you might want to go back to the beginning of the playlist and take a look at how we started. Thank you for watching, and thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful day in your garden, friends, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!